I keep hearing these phrases from doctors over and over that I don't want to sound like a used car salesman. Hey, it's Parisa from Meros Media, where we help healthcare practices grow their business so they can reach and serve more patients. And today, I want to talk to you about the necessity of selling and converting patients. Especially if you're a cash-based clinic, we need to talk about your conversions. Now, there's a lot of negative stigma about selling. And I keep hearing this from doctors that, I don't want to sound like a used car salesman. Nobody really wants to sound like a used car salesman, even though there's nothing wrong with being a used car salesman, but you know what I mean. But we really need to look at the psychology of selling. If you have this thing in the back of your head that if I sell, I'm not a good doctor, or if I sell, I'm not a good business person, then it really limits your ability to serve people or serve patients. When it comes to medical practices, if you have treatments that you know can serve patients, if you know that if these patients do and go through your treatments, it will change their quality of life, and you don't sell them and you don't convince them that they need to pay and get these treatments done, you're doing them a disservice. Not only you're doing your patients a disservice, you're doing yourself and your staff and your family a disservice, because you're not going to grow your business like that. It's a very different model to go the conventional way and offer insurance-based services and get contracts with insurance companies and patients start coming through the door. But when you have a cash-based clinic and when you have services that are not covered by insurances, and a lot of time these services are very valuable to patients, you have to be able to convert patients. You want to call it selling, you want to call it used car salesman, whatever you want to call it, but use the terminology that really helps your psychology. Because if you can't sell, you can't serve. So I want to really challenge you to think about this. If you don't want to sound like a used car salesman, don't. But think about ways that you can talk to patients and convince them and convert them into paying patients. I'm not talking about patients that don't match your demographic or they won't find these treatments helpful. I'm talking about patients that could really benefit from your treatments. Come up with 3 different ways or phrases or psychology or testimonials or whatever you can find that you can present your patient with and help them lower their guards and ultimately convert. If you would like to receive more sales and conversion tips, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a thumb up.